We will now convene into open session at 5:03. There is nothing to report out of closed session. Okay, we will now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty.
Thank you. You may be seated. Now move on to the comment section, and we will go on for the board. Sandra Bartons, would you like anything to report?
Not at this time, thank you.
Beth, would you like to say anything?
Figure out the microphone. Thank you. I know, sorry. I just wanted to say I had a chance to visit summer school and I enjoyed going through. The kids looked like they were having a great time. Lots of projects going on, lots of fun artwork, lots of schoolwork going on also, but lots of fun things going on there. And I also wanted to thank everyone who's worked so hard over the summer that have been in the classrooms and on the campuses and the district office all over. Seems like it's been very busy. And I hope our new admin is back also, and congratulations to our two new principals that have come in. And I hope we have a great, smooth start up to school. Looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you. Daryl, would you like? Bill?
I have no comments at this time.
Well, I would like to thank everyone, and I know that it's going to be a great school year. I know everybody's well rested and ready to go. I've drive by Wyandotte and I see the teachers just getting prepared. There's a lot of cars there all the time, so I'm very, very excited for the school year. I want to thank. I had the opportunity to talk to Principal Zhang and see the training that they did last week. And I just want to thank the teachers that participated in that training. That was from what I've heard and what I spoke to the teachers about, they were very enlightened by the training. And I just want to, just say that it takes time and preparation, and it takes a lot of time to sit there and come up with the trainings. They had a lot of good food, so, they missed out. But this is what stuff that the board decides to put money towards trainings. And when a certain handful of teachers come, which is understandable because it is summertime, but it is to enhance and to better, because I feel that as a teacher, teachers need to know who their students are and where their community they come from. And there are certain things ways of the trainings, of the listening, and just the way that Principal Zhang has set everything up. And so I just appreciate the fact that he took the time and doing this training with his teachers. So thank you so much for that. And I just appreciate those that came and learned and are going to take back what they've learned to the school year and continue to use those tools that they just learned. So thank you so much, and welcome back to all the teachers. The new principal that we have also, congratulations, and look forward to hearing some good things and working with you. So thank you so much. Spencer Holton.
Thank you. I just have a few comments tonight. I'd like to reiterate to what our board president, Lisa Torres, shared about the training last week for not just teachers, but other staff members classified that took place with Mr. Zhang and his staff. I was able to participate a couple days, and it was great. I also was able to participate in several days of the principal summit that was put on the last 3 days. I was able to be part of it with cabinet for the second part of Tuesday and this morning, and it was really great training. I think it's going to be very valuable for the growth of our district. I'd like to thank all those staff members that worked this summer, getting us ready for our August 13th start. We're very excited about getting started in a couple weeks, and we are getting very, very busy. I'm happy to report that we're nearly fully staffed. If you guys know of any special education teachers out there, please hit me up. and really excited about starting school in a couple weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Andrew James.
Good evening. I just wanted to report out. I too got to attend the Principal Summit. I kind of left that feeling energized, and I felt like everybody had a kind of a renewed focus as we're turning the corner from the last 5 years as far as what we've been required to focus on. Getting that renewed focus in on student learning is really energizing, and I feel like everybody was feeling really positive. I also wanted to thank the summer crews. We had our Chromebook crew going around, make sure all the Chromebooks are good to go. We had a summer paint / work crew going for um, doing all different types of projects around the district. And then also for the first time, we had an enrollment center periodically over the summer where parents can go and finish their enrollments in person with some clerical staff. It was some limited hours and some limited days, but it was pretty successful. We had a lot of participation and we were able to kind of get a head start on enrolling those students for the school year. So we were excited and felt it was had a positive outcome, and we'll probably look at doing that again next summer. But I just wanted to appreciate and thank all those people who were working so hard over the summer when they have their time off or they could be on vacation, came in and did the hard work. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. Troy Cox.
And I will definitely echo the sentiment of as far as with cabinet and what is going on with the threshold training, and also thank all of our administrators that have put in a lot of time this summer getting ready for the school year and curriculum. We're spending a lot of time getting things ready, getting things in place. And next August, and for the August board meeting, Threshold will be in attendance to do a presentation as requested. So we look forward to being able to share some of the growth and leadership that we are performing here at a board meeting, so you can see some of the good things that are going on. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to comments by the public. At this time, the board will extend invitation to interested parties who wish to speak on matters which are school-related. For those attending remotely who wish to comment, use the raise your hand button to be called on to speak. Is there anybody that would be like online?
No.
Anybody that would like to speak? There you go.
Oh, hi. I'm Lauren Albert, assistant principal at Ishii. I've got some principal friends here. We went to the threshold training for the last 3 days, and we just wanted to say thank you to you guys specifically and to the district for allowing us this continued opportunity to work with Threshold. I think I was one of the ones, Vince and I came up earlier to say, like, yes, it's a lot of money, but it's worth it. We're already a year in. It's a process. But I'm going to name a couple of things that I've gotten out of it and how I'm going to use it this year. And so the first thing we learned about was 7 principles of adult learners. And it's amazing how adults are learners just like students, and how our styles are, and how we can take that back to our staff so we can, increase the capacity of our staff, which then helps our students. And then also we talked about our personal values and how those relate to our work. We talked about something called our DISC style, which is our maybe more of like a professional style, how we can be a leader and better influence those around us. In addition, once the cabinet came in and Laura, we got to talk about like where we're headed as a district. What are our goals for this year? So it was like a pretty jam-packed 3 days. What I took as assistant principal is slightly different than principals because I help with the classified staff and the students. So I had to think of everything they were saying. How can I take it right back? And I'm going to do basically a mini session of what they did with classified staff at Ishii. So we have to talk about our values. The why are we there? Because we're motivated to take charge and de-escalate students and have restorative conversations and have improved behavior that then relates to how they operate in the classroom, on the playground, around campus, and even in our community. I was thinking how it also, those kind of things build collaborative relationships among our admin team. And I think that's where, this is totally made up right now, by the way, but this is a segue into what she's going to say, I think. Okay.
Really? Collaboration. Am very appreciative, especially being a first year principal. So thank you for allowing this to happen and to continue. I really had a great opportunity to bond with my new team. We learned a lot about each other, and I feel excited about going into the new school year. Like, okay, these are my people, and we're gonna work hard to make this our best district ever. We're gonna just keep building together. It was nice to have everybody join us to find out, hey, what are you thinking? And we're gonna row the boat together to do the best job. I'm sure that's a horrible analogy, but I do know there were concerns at the beginning about the cost, and I feel like every second of every hour we were with those people was worth it 100%. And so I'm looking forward to working with them. I feel supported not only by my colleagues, but by the coaches and our cabinet and Laura and with you guys too. So thank you again for the opportunity to do this. Next. Go John.
I'll go last before.
Thank you, Madam President of the board. Thank you, honorable board members, Dr. Holton, members of the cabinet. I am on the agenda to get approved for the principalship at Oakdale. So I'm very deeply honored to accept that in advance. I appreciate and am deeply honored that you all instilled the trust in me to lead the school. I assure you I will give 110% to make Oakdale a great school. I have brought with me to celebrate prematurely my lovely wife and I, my administrator, educator friends, and relatives, Cal and Dr. Joe, my friends and relative, Jill and I, my cousins, Sin, Jill, Money, we call him Money. His name's actually San. And that's Leo's wife. So thank you very much.
So, yeah, unconditionally upon the board's blessing and everything. How about a handshake? Yeah. Hey, we really appreciated the opportunity to also have our new administrators join us in this retreat going forward with the idea that this is what is going to take. So I just want to thank our board for trusting, for moving with this idea, because great schools require great initiatives and efforts. And I understand that there's money involved in moving this particular project or this particular task with threshold. And I just want to let you know that just based on my background and working, whether it be with the charter school arena or whether within a larger district, we have outside people that come in and hold us and help us develop strategic plans and develop leadership summits through these kinds of efforts and activities. And so I'm really proud that our board took the initiative to say, yes, it's a go. And I'm really glad that is backed up by our district bosses or administrators. And then, of course, the whole colleague team went up there and it was intentional. Every little piece was very intentional, and I walked away from that not only just having hope, but having strategies and plans to develop this school year and making it a better school year. And I think I can speak for all of us, including, our cabinet members as well, who came in and joined us for partial of 2 days. So thank you very much. And for our administrators who are not here, I think we're all here representing them and also speaking on their behalf to thank our board for the support. I also want to say that on my own accord, thank you for supporting the Behavior Management Academy, for bringing in outside people to help also train our staff. And if we're going to get better, we have to get better not only through what we do, but through the mindset of lifelong learner and open-mindedness to accept and to just go on with new strategies, new perspectives, and new training. Aside from that, all this work that's happening around the district, we see it, our administrators at the different sites see it. We appreciate your support. At the studios, for example, we have new paving of a new asphalt road with a sidewalk. And so, yes, Member Barnes lives right by there. She's checking it out every single day as she walks her. You still walk your dog. So, yeah, it's coming along. It's pretty much done. So for the safety, for the liability, for the upscale of the schools, we really appreciate that. And in alignment with that, we want to also thank like Carlos Aguilar, who we know is new to our district, the maintenance director. He's just been working in and out, connecting with me as well over the summer. I'm pretty sure that's happening with the other principals as well regarding their specific site tasks. And so kudos to Carlos Aguilar and the maintenance team. That's under your charge, Mr. James, for supporting the growth development of the physical site and making sure that we are day one ready for August 13th when kids come to school. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Jean, sorry, I just have some questions.
So this is public comment, so
Public comment, okay.
yeah.
We're not done yet.
Deal.
will forget.
I did have my own comment, and I wanted to say thank you for the warm welcome. It was really nice to see you at summer school. And Spencer keeps asking me, "Are you excited?" I'm like, "Yeah, but right now I'm really overwhelmed." But I'm very thrilled to be a part of the Wyandotte Academy staff. I cannot wait to get everybody there and together. And so I wanted to give a special thank you to Lauren Albert. While she was there, she's been very helpful and like those little questions you don't know as a new principal yet. And she's always been willing to like answer. And everybody else has been that way too. But I just like, she was like right there, like, "Hey, Lauren, what do you think about that?" So I want to say thank you. And then we know we're here to honor a very special lady, Miss Casey. And I wanted to thank her for making sure I still had an office manager as we get to that part today. And then some of the comments I've heard recently about, getting kids moving as I'm learning about my site, Mr. Thompson, did you know we have a mileage club? They keep track of their miles and then they get a foot token for every mile made. And then eventually they get a water bottle once they've completed a half marathon. And in listening to like getting kids moving, I also have recently purchased a digital form of our Spark PE program, which comes with lessons that help do that. And another thing I'm really excited about is we have a grant through UCCE, which is farm to school. And so they're going to be revamping our gardens and giving us curriculum. So super excited. I want all of you, once we get rolling, you'll be seeing an invitation, or I might pick you up in my car. You never know. Come see us. So I just want to encourage you to continue to, support projects that are happening around. And thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to the action session. Public comments on action items. That's the one that we were on. Right? The board will extend invitation to interested parties who wish to speak on items that are listed on the agenda. For those attending remotely who wish to comment, use the raise your hand button to be called on to speak. The Brown Act does not allow the governing board to discuss or take action on any item that is not on the posted agenda.
So, Madam President, I do have a couple comments to make at this time regarding our consent agenda. Dr. Chow, if you could come back up real quick. I want to formally introduce, he is on the consent agenda as part of the recommendations from personnel, but I wanted to introduce him a little bit to our community and also our board. Dr. Chow, Dr. Tom, he's been working for us for the last several years as a reading specialist interventionist at Oakdale Heights. He comes to us through Oakland Unified, where he was a longtime teacher and administrator. According to my memory, he served 6 years as an assistant principal at a middle school in Oakland Unified. And so he comes to us with a lot of experience, both in the classroom and from the administrative standpoint. And we'd like to welcome him to, well, he's been in our district, but we'd like to welcome him to the administrative team officially. Congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Holton. I also want to acknowledge my good friend Kat. He's the president of the BIMA, and also our parent, Excelente, and his excellent son at our school. Thank you very much.
So, Madam President, I sure hope you guys pass this consent agenda item so that we don't have to go backwards. But I also want to make one point about the consent agenda regarding the LEAP contract. I did do some work on that contract, and when we make a motion, if we could amend that contract to say $160 an hour and not to exceed $90,000.
That was $160.
$160 an hour and not to exceed $90,000.
Okay, regarding the consent agenda, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda with the correction for the LEAP program from $160 an hour to not to exceed $90,000?
So moved. I do have a question.
Okay.
I noticed that both the Aspire Speech Therapy and the Master Services Agreement with Parallel both have a speech component. Are we hiring them both?
We are
Something?
hiring both. Parallel is going to do this speech and special ed services for Ipacani Charter School
Okay,
specifically. And then speech only is going to do both of our middle schools.
Okay,
And that's
so there-
because we don't have ample speech therapists
yeah,
to cover all of our speech therapy students. And that's all districts are experiencing the same issue right now with the speech therapist shortage.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Can I get a second?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Any abstain? Pass with 5 yes votes. We're gonna go ahead and move on to new business, employee resolution for heroic actions.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the podium at this time.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Casey to come up with me. So this evening, we are recognizing Casey. For those who are unaware, at summer school, our office manager was having her lunch and in the process started to choke. And Casey, who was our health clerk during the regular year at Ishii Hills, was our health clerk for summer school at Wyandotte. And she immediately went into action, performed the Heimlich and some other first aid, and was able to dislodge the food and save the life of our office manager. This was a heroic deed. And because of this, we'd like to honor her with a board resolution that reads, whereas on July 9th, 2025, an employee experienced a life-threatening choking incident on company premises, and whereas Casey Dahl demonstrated extraordinary presence of mind, courage, and quick action by administering aid, which directly resulted in saving the employee's life. Whereas Casey Dahl actions amplify the highest standards of selflessness and dedication to the well-being of fellow colleagues. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Directors and Board of Trustees of the Oroville City Elementary School District hereby express its deepest gratitude and commendation to Casey for her heroic actions in saving the life of an employee. Be it further resolved that Casey Dahl's exceptional deed be officially recognized by the Oroville City Elementary School District and the City of Oroville, presented to Casey Dahl in the acknowledgement of this remarkable act. Resolved this the 30th day of July, 2025. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Get a picture, Spencer. Thank you. We'll now move on to approve the contract agreement Rising Star Sped Academy.
So this is a agreement with the Rising Star Academy. This is a brand new non-public special education school that is specifically designed for high need special education students. It's opening up in Yuba City. We'll be working with surrounding districts to help provide transportation because all the districts around us are sending 1 or 2 students to this program. And these are for our most severe students that need a lot of individual help and support.
Does the board have any questions?
I would just request that you keep us posted as to the success of this program. It's a-
We definitely will.
bit of a
And
commitment.
as part of the contract, we will be getting regular updates, at least monthly, if not more. Holly Gutierrez will be working very, very closely with not only the families of these students, but also the program. This particular Rising Star company has a lot of other facilities in California, including Sacramento. And because of need, they are now branching out further because other districts, for example, Chico, were sending multiple students all the way to Sacramento. And it was a tremendous inconvenience for everyone. And so the company, because of need, is now branching further into Northern California.
And what is transportation looking like? Are we having to hire another driver or?
So we will be working with Rising Star and working with them to provide transportation, but we'll be sharing some of that cost because other district will also be utilizing that same transportation. But it's not a regular bus. They have to have an aide on the bus because of the severity of the behaviors.
Okay, thank you. Does the board have any more questions? Can I get a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Can I get a second? All those in favor? Any noes? Any abstain? Passed with 5 yes votes. Individual service agreements with Rising Star Sped Academy.
So this is just a information item for the board that we will be sending 2 students as part of this contract. This is not an action item, just to let you know that we have 2 students out of our district. One of the students moved to us in the second semester of last year. And I will keep you updated as when students move in or out of this program.
Okay. We're going to move on to Student Placement Agreement, California State University, Chico.
So this is a 5-year agreement that we have with Chico State University for student teachers to come and be part of our district on an as-needed basis. And typically we have anywhere from 1 to 6 teachers per semester or year that are working with in classrooms as student teachers.
Okay, so this is not an action item, so we're just going to go ahead and move on to adopt a revised board policy.
So this is an updated board policy that has to do with independent study and our new virtual academy. So we are just updating our current independent study plan to reflect some of those changes needed.
Does the board have any questions regarding this, the policy?
I do, not especially the policy, but how it was presented in the past. And I it's emailed with Chrissy this, that we had, they were crossed out or things were added. You could kind of compare the two. Is that something we won't be doing anymore, or is it something?
With that request, Christy and I have already started to kind of work on that, we'll try to do a more user-friendly process so that you can see the track changes.
It's just difficult to.
And also, you already approved us to move the board policies into the gamut format, the CSBA
Yes.
recommended template. So when we do the big move over, we're not going to have strikeouts at that point. We'll have new, after we've done the big move over, then strikeouts will be back. We'll be back, so you'll be able to see it. But they said that during that initial carryover, since most of it's going to be the same, they don't have a way to do the strikeouts. But going forward after that, they'll be back.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Does the board have any questions? Okay, so I do have to go back where it says student placement agreement. I must have been cut off somewhere, but it does say that it is an action item. So if I can get a motion to approve the student placement agreement for California State University, Chico?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Any abstain? Pass with 5 yes votes. Okay, we will now move on to
To the adopt the
now we're going to go back to adopt a revised board policy. Can I get a motion? Can I get a second? All those in favor? Aye. Any noes? Any abstain? Pass with 5 yes votes. Going to move on to business and finance. Approve 2025-26 classifies specialty salary schedule for educational therapists.
At our last meeting, we brought you a whole bunch of CSEA salary schedules that had to do with our settlement. I left this one off. This was a newer salary schedule that's part of CSEA. So we're bringing this for you to approve, and has the same terms and everything as all the rest of the CSEA salary schedules.
Thank you. The board have any questions regarding the salary schedule? Okay, can I get a motion to approve? Can I get a second? All those in favor? Aye. Any noes? Any abstain? Pass with 5 yes votes. Accept bids for milk and dairy products.
We went out to bid for milk and dairy products, and we had one bid returned by Northam Family Distributing.
That's the people we use anyway, right? We always used them.
Yeah.
Typically, we do these every 3 or 6 years. We've had 2 vendors in town that have done milk and dairy in the past. And we also used to have the bread bids, but no one's doing bread that can work into our system at this time. So.
Okay, thank you. Does the board have any questions or comments?
I have one question regarding the price of the eggs on here. We're getting 15 dozen eggs for $4.
I want those prices.
Um,
I'll say it if nobody else is
It looks like
gonna.
it's 50.
We might have a side hustle
Sorry,
here. We can
you
get
have that
going.
information.
Are these happy chickens?
You can go ahead and
I
come
thought it
on up.
was-
This is Shari. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shari. I think I've met most everybody, but I'm the coordinator of food services for our school district. Thank you.
Or is it
So-
462 per dozen? And
Yes,
there's
Yeah,
50
that's
that's 462 per dozen, not for 15 dozen.
Okay.
The rest of the prices are for each item. And then not on here, but they weren't able to provide the lactose-free milk, which most aren't, which is why it's such a difficulty to get bids. Why we only had one is the distribution from other vendors. It's very hard for them to be able to meet the request of delivering to 6 school sites 3 times a week. So they've been doing a decent job this last year at being able to meet those requirements. So they were the only ones that were able to put in a bid. I did have others reach out and request the bid information, but they didn't submit a bid. So
Does the board have any questions or comments? Okay. Can I get a motion to accept the bids for milk and dairy products?
I make a motion that we approve the bids for the dairy products with the amendment that the eggs are only $4.62 per dozen, not per 15 dozen.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Any abstain? Passed with 5 yes votes. Award contract for milk and dairy products.
So you've accepted the bids and now you're here to award the bids or not award the bids. We recommend that you award the bid to Northam Family Distributing Incorporated of Orville, California.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Any abstain? Passed with 5 yes votes. Revised superintendent salary schedule.
So this is the revised superintendent salary schedule that is paired with the new superintendent employment contract that you guys have been negotiating in closed session.
Okay, it does show that this is an action item. So can I get a motion to approve the revised superintendent salary schedule?
I think that we're out of order on this. I think that you have to approve a contract first, because what if we don't approve a contract, but yet we approve a revised salary schedule, which then makes him eligible for the revised salary schedule and not have a contract?
We can do that.
Do,
So we'll go ahead and we'll do 10, which is the personnel, 10A. We'll move up 10A to approve the superintendent's employment contract. Is that what you want to do?
I would like to do it that way. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So we will do that. So it's recommended that the 4-year employment contract for Dr. Spencer Holtum, superintendent, be approved as presented effective July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2029. Can I get a motion?
I don't have to make a motion, but is there a discussion or is it?
Sure, if you would like to discuss
Yeah.
anything.
I guess my
It's open.
concern is that I don't agree with the salary schedule as it's presented. So, but I agree with hiring Dr. Holtum again. I just felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel it started at the correct place for me. So I guess that would mean you're saying that I would have to vote no on the contract, and because I don't care for that one there.
You can vote on the contract. You can't put a salary schedule in play and then, because he's still working under the one that he has, he's working on an extension of the
Okay.
contract, not canceling his contract. So
Okay.
he automatically becomes eligible for that, then that makes the contract useless.
Okay, thank you.
In football terms, there's a play on the field. So currently, we're going to vote for,
We're going to vote to approve the superintendent's employee contract.
right,
So can I get a motion?
so moved.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Any abstain? Pass with 5 yes votes. Now we're going to move back to revised superintendent salary schedule. Does
Now
the-
we have the free kickoff.
Now we can have the conversation. Does the board have any
Doesn't need
questions?
to
or
add
comments?
anything separate. Already said.
So it is an action item. So can I get a motion to the revised superintendent salary schedule? Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
I,
Any noes?
No.
Any abstain? Pass with 4 yes votes.
and now we have finished.
So
with the
we
game.
will now adjourn the meeting at 5:42. Thank you so much.